Hey guys, so I just wanted to come on here and talk about a few things. I just got done washing my hair. So I wanted to come on here and talk about how we have more than one way of absorbing nutrients, and I feel like we all know that. We're constantly talking about how we need to eat healthy, how we need to make sure we get our nutrients through food, but we absorb nutrients in other ways too. We absorb nutrients through our skin, through our hair, anything that we pretty much put on our bodies, we're absorbing it. So when we're putting different products in our hair that may say organic or just something that smells good, when we buy stuff from the store and we look at the ingredients list, and these ingredients are just a bunch of things that you can't even say, you don't know what it is. I feel like we need to watch, that's just as important as watching what you eat. When we're using shampoos and conditioners that we don't know the ingredients to, that's just as important also as what we eat. These things that we're putting on our bodies are connected to our organs and get absorbed through that. So why aren't we cautious about the things that we also put on our bodies? It's because we are constantly on the go. We need something that's convenient for us. We're not looking to, rather than doing our research on herbs and different, even veggies and fruits that we can use as shampoo and conditioner or for our skin, things that are good for our skin, we want to go to the store. The store is right there. It's convenient for us. We go to the store, we just smell the bottles because we depend on our smell to choose what we put on our bodies. When in reality, those fake smells that we put on our bodies, our body actually does not like that. We need to find things. We need to do our research, get some herbs and things that are good for our skin, good for our hair. Just like we are cautious about the food that we eat, we need to do that too. And so, like I said, I just got done washing my hair. There's something that's convenient for me, obviously. I bought something from the store that helps with my hair, but it's this one. I don't even know what it's called. Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Hemp Lavender Pure Castile Soap. Let's see if we can find the ingredients. But what this is this is something that it's an 18-in-1 soap. So I use it for laundry. I use it for my shampoo and conditioner. This is all I use for my skin. You can also wash your fruits and veggies with it, and that's what brought my initial thought to make this video, is because I was washing my hair, right? And I ended up getting some on my mouth, and I didn't get a taste to it. Like, it didn't taste like anything. So I kind of took a little lick on my hand where the soap was, and I was like, that's weird. Like, before, when I would put unnatural products in my hair, it would taste gross. It would be chemically, and it would burn your eyes. Where like this, something that's natural, like I'm able to put it on my mouth. Like, we should be able to, obviously I'm not going to drink this, but the things that we put on our hair and our skin, we should also be able to consume. Lavender, you can consume it in many different ways. But let me see if there's an ingredient list. This has so many words on it. Literally so many words, so. Say it again.
So basically, whatever you wouldn't put in your mouth, like soap, right? You shouldn't put anywhere else in your body.
Like unnatural soaps.
Right. Things like coconut oil that I wear like every day, all over my face, all over my hair. My skin and my hair can eat the coconut oil. And first of all, what we put on our skin is so important because our skin is literally our largest organ in the body, right? So, if I wouldn't put the product inside of my mouth, or if I won't put it in my mouth, then I shouldn't put it in my hair, right? So like any kind of soap or detergent or bleach, right? Because it's gonna have the same effect because all of our body is connected. So like coconut oil, I can put that inside my mouth, I can eat it, and I can wear it all over my body. That's basically what I'm saying. So that's the kind of things you want to put on your body. Things that you'll put inside your mouth. Things that are edible to your mouth. Because you also are eating with your skin. Your skin's also eating. So if you wouldn't eat it with your mouth, don't eat it with your skin.
Or your hair.
Yeah.
Or anything, yeah. Oops. So, I found the ingredient list. Oh, I might have lost it again. Oh, no, I didn't. So even this is kind of iffy because there's a ingredient on here called tocopherol. I don't know what that is. But the main ingredients is water, organic coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, which I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to do more research on that. Organic palm kernel oil, organic olive oil, lavandine extract, which I'm assuming it's lavender. That's what lavender is. Organic hemp oil, organic jojoba oil, lavender extract, citric acid. So like even this is a little iffy too. It's probably a lot healthier than what I would normally buy at the stores before being more cautious of what I'm putting on my body. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say is be cautious of what you put on your body, what you put in your hair, because that's just important as what you eat. So we're constantly absorbed, if not more important, because when it's directly on our skin and we're out in the sun, it helps absorb that. Do you want to say something?
Yeah.
All right.
And just like the cleanest form of us to eat food would be like in its raw state. Like if I eat a raw fruit in its raw form right off the tree, it's going to be its most freshest and most healthiest, right? The longer it stays out, the more it gets closer to its decaying, right? So basically we want to eat things at its fresh state, organic state, untampered with, or very, very, very little tampered. Let's say untampered at all, because why would you want to tamper with it? You know, because people will think they have to cook food. We don't have to cook food that much, because the sun cooks the food. Like when a mango is being created, it's like the sun is already cooking it, and it's being created to its perfect temperature, and it's like ding, and then it drops when it's ready. So it's like it's already been heated and cooked up by the sun, so it doesn't need anything extra, right?
We all need to go back to source, to going straight to the source, having our own resources to be able to be self-sustainable, so we know exactly what we're doing with our bodies, exactly what we're eating, exactly what we're putting on ourselves. Like once we're able to do that, we're able to we're able to connect fully to like our higher self.
Yes. And we need to use more organic soaps and things like that, right? But then again, animals in nature, which we are animals, right? We are animals. We belong to the primate family, right? So us being animals, we don't need to take showers every day. Taking showers every day is actually not healthy for you, because you're scrubbing off all the information that gets built up on your body from your environment. because your skin collects information from the environment so that it can compute and create antibodies for the body and keep you healthy. It builds up your immune system. Okay, so taking a shower every day, you're washing off all the information and good bacteria that you need in your body.
And we
so
think,
it actually makes you more unhealthy.
And we think we need to take. You think you need to take a shower every day, right? Because you stink. Why do you stink though? It's because you're putting unnatural things in your bodies. If you're eating healthy and you're eating fruits and veggies all day, every day, you get into that habit, you will have a natural odor, but it will not stink.
It won't. I don't call it an odor. I'll say you have a natural aroma.
Yes,
right?
You have a natural aroma, and it will be something that it comes from the fruits and veggies. It comes naturally out of you, so you won't stink.
Right.
The only reason why you stink now, when you sweat and you feel like you need to take a shower every day, it comes from the food you eat, what you put on your skin, and what you put on your hair.
And the environment you're living in.
And the environment.
And what's around you, because you absorb everything in your environment, right? And going back to the aroma, right? We have a natural aroma in our body, right? And when you add a cologne or, some perfume, you're covering up your own natural aroma, your own beautiful aroma that is specific and unique to you. We all have a unique and specific aromas that permeates from our body, okay? Think of it like a flower. When a flower blooms, you go up to it and you smell it. It has a smell, a very beautiful smell, right? We do too. We're like flowers. We have our own scent. But when we add the chemicals and spray shit on our bodies, we're destroying our own natural aroma.
It's
so
clogging
your partner,
our pores.
Right, it clogs the pores. And our partner can't even smell the real you.
Same thing with like deodorant. Like deodorant is very, very bad for, I would say, unnatural deodorant, because you can put natural things on your pits to smell good.
Yeah, like certain like lavender and shit like that.
Yeah, like
oils.
essential oils
Right.
that also help with like other things for your body. But deodorant, it literally blocks you from sweating. There's deodorants that stop you from sweating. And you are naturally supposed to, that's cleansing your body out. You should be sweating. Sweating is very natural. And it's your body doing what it's supposed to be doing. So when we put on deodorant, something super unnatural, that thing, our pores are literally eating that. So you're putting that into your body. Our pores, our skin, that's another mouth. Mm-hmm. So you're eating that deodorant. You're putting that in your body. You're putting those toxins in your body.
Right. Yeah, and it's like my woman right here, right? So she has her own natural smell, her own natural aroma with no chemicals and all that, just maybe some coconut oil, some nice oils that are good for you. And I can smell her natural aroma, and that turns me on, right? If you have a man or around you and you're eating right and you have your natural smell permeating from you and he doesn't like that smell, okay? That's not a natural thing. We're supposed to naturally love the natural smell from our woman.
We're
right?
programmed not to smell each other's natural aromas.
Yes, and we taught to think that it's gross, but really it's supposed to like really turn us on.
Even in nature, I did some research on this, I feel like a few years ago, about how in nature, when animals sweat, it like attracts their mate.
We do the same thing.
And that's the same thing. We should be able to smell our partner.
What's she saying? Want to be healthier. I have been so tired lately, and I just know my body is telling me I need to.
Yes, your body it's naturally reacting to what you're putting into your body. So like things like cheese, dairy, meats, like it's actually you're actually putting more energy into the food you eat, into processing the food, than you're putting into being awake. When you put bad things into your body, your stomach takes up the energy that you need for your day to process the food. Our bodies should naturally be able to process food very easily. And that's when you start eating naturally. Your body processes food very, very easily, and you're able to use the restroom easily. You won't be constipated. There's obviously other aspects to it, like your hormones and stuff, especially for women, like on your period and stuff. But overall, you should be able to process things very easily and have the energy throughout your day, because the food that you eat is also your energy source, along with the sun. I've heard lime is good instead of deodorant too. I never use deodorant. There's aluminum and horrible stuff in it. I've seen it can cause breast cancer. Yeah, yup. Yeah, and that's a lot of the things that we use too, like lotions. A lot of the lotions that we use, like it may say like cocoa butter, but then there's all these weird ingredients, like, and those things cause cancer and cause diseases too. Like, I feel like scientifically, they say all these cancers, there's no real source to it, but the source is literally what you put on your body and what you eat. In your mind too. Your mind is very, very powerful, but what you think is connected to your stomach. So if you're eating bad foods, that's not going to be supporting your higher self thought process. It's going to be supporting your lower self. And that food has energy too. Like the meats you eat, you eventually, or not you eventually, but the meats that you eat is energy transformed. And energy never dies. So the fear in just the fear that the animals feel is transformed in the meat, and you eat that. So when you eat meat, you don't feel good and energized. You feel like you want to sleep. You feel like you want to sleep. You feel sluggish. I don't know if I said it pause. So.
Yes, and on top of that, right, the reason why we should not eat like dense meats is because we cannot eat it raw, straight up. I would never go up to a chicken, bite its neck off, crack its neck, and just start eating it. That's like how lions eat meat, okay? That's what meat eaters can do. That's what meat eaters do. That's why we're not naturally meat eaters, okay? Meat eaters, also, we have very, very long intestines. So when we eat meat, it gets stuck inside of our intestines.
On the way down, yeah.
Yes, and then it causes blockages, all right? Because our intestines are just so long. Meat eaters have very short intestines. They have short intestines, but they're bigger, they're more wide, right? And they have heavy, very strong acids in their stomach. Like lions have heavy acids in their stomach, so they can even eat bones and stuff, and then it just
disintegrates.
It dissolves it, because they have built stronger stomachs in order to be able to take that, right? We are not the same, okay? And as I said, our anatomy is what determines or shows us what our diet is. You see, the way our body's structured, the way our teeth is structured. Here we have flat teeth, right? It's like horses and elephants, right? So this is the reason this shows us, it indicates that we're supposed to be eating mostly fruit and vegetable-based diet, and we can eat like nuts and certain things like that. And other animals like us, right? Gorillas being our closest relatives, right? They can eat bugs. They eat little bugs and ants, right? If we were really in nature and survival circumstances or survival situation, we could eat bugs and stuff too to literally survive, because there's lots of protein in them. Okay, so these little things we can eat. This is what we used to eat in nature. Right?
It's crazy because in nature, like, I feel like animals know what to eat and what not to eat. So we're at a state right now where, like, we can't a lot of us can't instinctually eat something because we have de-evolved. We can't just go in nature and be like, oh, this plant looks good or whatever. Smell it, be able to determine whether it's or not it's good.
Yes, because our senses, like you said, have been devolved. We're not in our pure, most original state, our most powerful state, clean, free-flowing state, and our chakras are not completely open, right? And this is why some of our senses, our ancient DNA senses, have been like decreased. So we can't do certain things like the animals in nature can do. They can just look at something or sense it with one of their 6, 7 senses, right? And just know that they're not supposed to put it in their body, right? But us, right? Well, let me give an example of a lion, right? There's a lion I've seen on Instagram, right? And I've seen this in person before too, right? Well, they're feeding the lion, right? And they'll take a test to see like if the lion will eat an apple or a vegetable. They'll put the apple to its face. It will literally move its face, right? It'll move its face because it knows it doesn't want to eat that because it's meant to eat meat, right? But to us, fruits and vegetables is healthy, right? So different animals, they're supposed to eat different things. We're not all supposed to eat the same thing.
They're instinctual eaters. Us, because we aren't self-sustained, because we are codependent on the system, we don't have to go in nature and have that natural knowledge of what to eat and what not to eat. We just go to the grocery store. And throughout time, if we were to go back to nature and figure out certain patterns in nature of things that we are able to eat and not able to eat, that knowledge, that DNA will literally be passed on through generations, and we will evolve again into our natural state beings. We will, if we are able to go back to nature, if we are able to, this generation, go back to our natural state, we will be re-evolving to our natural state within generations. And that's the goal. That's the goal, is to build the community that goes back to nature and that really acknowledges our natural state, what we're on earth to do, and really open up our higher selves and our higher power.
Right. And another thing, right? To know naturally, without reading a book or anything like that, right? Just in nature, right? To know what we're... Hang on.
My phone's about to die.
Oh.
Okay, say that one more time.
Okay. To know what to eat without what I was saying.
No book or like
to know
internet.
what to eat, right? In nature, with no book and no internet or nothing like that, we would just test the food. We would obviously smell it, see if it smells good, if it's delectable to our senses. So what I mean by this, when we smell it, it makes us feel good, right? When we taste it a little bit, it tastes good, and it makes us react like, right? Because when you eat a banana or strawberry, you're like, oh my gosh, so good. It's like fills you with life instantly. Right? This is how the food's supposed to be, right? But in Babylon, they've switched it and used our own senses against us. So when we eat something right away, it's supposed to make us feel good, like, it feels good. So we know it's good, our body knows it's good. So they tricked our mind by giving us a chocolate cake or something like that where it has egg and dairy in it, right? And when we eat it, it's like, it tastes good. So in our mind, it's tricking our mind. If it tastes good, that means it's good for us. You see?
But and that makes it makes the natural things harder to like because of that.
Yes. So like if I would eat some raw meat or something, right? If I bite into it, I'm gonna make this face. If I drink alcohol, I'm gonna make this face, right? You know, certain things like that. It shows our body tells us, keep that out. I don't want that, right? So we have to listen to our bodies more, because our body has its own intelligence. That's on autopilot. Okay?
Our body, in a way, is our subconscious.
Yes.
It feeds our subconscious, but we haven't tapped into that. We need to tap into feeding our bodies, knowing that it's feeding our mind. Whatever you feed your body feeds your mind.
Facts.
So if you are feeding yourself unnatural things, you're going to start having unnatural thoughts. You're going to start having thoughts that aren't conducive to yourself. You hear that?
That was crazy. What the fuck was that? So what were we saying just now again?
I was saying that if you eat unnatural, then you're going to start having unnatural thoughts. You're going to start having thoughts that aren't conducive to you. You're going to start having thoughts that aren't yours. You're going to start getting that energy that is not yours. And that's a whole nother thing. We need to be able to eat healthy so we're able to choose between what we want to think and what we don't want to think, and dig deeper into
We want to feed ourselves pure thoughts. To feed ourselves pure thoughts, we have to feed ourselves pure organic food. And it's just simple as that. It's a math equation. Everything is math, but the problem is people don't know what to eat. You know, I say eat pure organic, but then people are like, okay, but they don't know what to eat. So that's why I'm telling y'all what we're supposed to eat. Fruits and vegetables, you know, nuts and grains, and that's what we're supposed to eat.
Because even when you go to the store, something will say organic.
Yes,
but
that's the trick of the lower self.
Yeah.
The government, they try to play on our psyche to make everything say organic. Then you read the ingredients, there'll be certain things there that's not even organic.
Or you'll be like, okay, what's in here? Like, what's this ingredient that I can't even read? But this food says organic. Or like veggie steak or veggie, or not even veggie, vegan steak, vegan sausage, vegan chicken nuggets. You look at, it'll say organic or it'll say vegan, and you automatically think that it's healthy for you because it's vegan, because it's not actual meat. But in reality, that shit's fake too. That is chemically engineered. That's engineered in a factory. That is not engineered from the earth. What we need to feed our bodies is directly on this earth. It's directly right there.
It's an unnatural environment. Every animal lives where its food grows. So that's how you know where to get your most natural food. You have to first get into your natural environment. That's your goal.
Even back in the day, like migrating to different places, natives migrating because of, you know, their crops. They're able to determine where they're supposed to go based on their crops and what they're able to grow.
Right. So our natural environments is where? Somewhere where we get a lot of sunlight, somewhere where it's warm. As melanated beings, which we all are melanated beings, even white people, they're just less melanated beings. We're all melanated beings, so we all need to be close to the sun, and we get all kinds of nutrients and vitamins and minerals from the sun directly, just absorbed by our skin, which is our largest organ. You know, so yes. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yep. All right, that was a good video. I hope everybody has a good night. And peace reflections.